I found my husband's second family while scrolling through my best friend's vacation photos. I never meant to become a detective in my own marriage, but there he was, part my husband of 8 years, part smiling in the background of my best friend's actual beach vacation photos, with a toddler on his shoulders and his arm around a woman who definitely wasn't me. The worst part. I recognized that beach. It was the same resort in Florida he'd been traveling to for business every other month for the past 3 years. The resort where his company supposedly held their quarterly meetings. I zoomed in on the photo, my hand shaking. The little boy had James' dimples part, the same ones I've fallen in love with at college. The woman wore a wedding ring that caught the sunlight. They looked happy. Meanwhile, I've been working 60-hour weeks to support our future family while James claimed he wasn't ready for kids yet. Too much responsibility, he'd say. Not enough savings, an excuse. I didn't confront him immediately. Instead, I did something that surprised even myself. I created a fake Instagram account and followed the woman Perrin Melissa Paired, whose profile was public. 3 years of photos unfolded before me. Their wedding at a courthouse dated 6 months after ours, their son's birth, holidays, anniversaries, an entire parallel life in one caption. She thanked her amazing husband for commuting from Seattle for work so they could live near her parents in Florida. She had no idea about me. She was as much a victim as I was. When James returned from his latest business trip, I waited until dinner. He was telling me about the boring meetings when I slid my phone across the table, showing Melissa's family beach photo. How was Florida? Your son has your dimples. The color drained from his face. For once, James had no story prepared. How long have you known? He whispered. Not as long as you've been living a double life, I replied, surprised by my own calmness. Does she know about me? He shook his head. I told her I work in Seattle, that I am divorced, so I am the ex-wife who doesn't exist, and she's the current wife who I never knew about. James started crying, crying about how it began as a fling during a real business trip, but then she got pregnant and he couldn't abandon his child. He begged me not to contact her, said he'd figure something out. I let him talk himself into exhaustion. Then I showed him the second thing on my phone, my one-way ticket to Florida. I am not going to blow up your life, James. That's not who I am. But Melissa deserves the truth, and I deserve my freedom. He grabbed my arm. Please, I can explain everything to her. I'll make it right. I pulled away. You've had 3 years to make it right. Yesterday, I met Melissa for coffee. She'd brought her sister for support after receiving my message. I brought documents, Perrin, our marriage certificate, photos, joint tax returns. Things ended with us hugging and crying together in the parking lot, Pear Town. James has been calling nonstop, but I blocked him on everything. My lawyer says I am entitled to half of everything, Perrin, including the beach house he bought for his Florida family, using our joint savings. Sometimes the family you thought you were building was just someone else's backup plan. But I refuse to be anyone's plan B anymore. If you want to know what happened when James showed up at my hotel, share this video.